that. Right. So we've handled it pretty nicely here. Right. Let's have us a wee look if can get us a VIP parking spot. Right here, right back here. All right, so yeah. Guys, so let me tell you a little bit of history about Trader Joe's. Those of you in, I guess those of you in Europe will be familiar with a place called Aldi, will you not? Yes, you will. Even here in America, we are familiar with Aldi. Well, there is an Aldi Nord and an Aldi Sud. So you had these two brothers called the Albrecht brothers, and what they did was they had one big supermarket called Albrecht Discount. Hence the first two letters of A-L for their last name, Albrecht, and the first two letters for discount, you get the word Aldi, Albrecht Discount. And so at some point, the two brothers were in a fierce battle or fight because one of the brothers wanted to sell cigarettes, the other brother didn't want to sell cigarettes. So hence the split between the Aldi brothers, and the one Aldi brother who owns Trader Joe's basically does not sell cigarettes, does not like cigarettes. But basically, if you guys really look at Trader Joe's, how you doing? If you look at Trader Joe's and you look at the products, it's all very mainly private label. So they get their stuff private label made, and of course a lot of it is frozen or semi-frozen. So in effect, it's just a glorified Aldi. That's what it is. Because when you walk into an Aldi, the strategy, the aisles, everything looks kind of very similar. Everything very much in an Aldi is private label as well. Just like you see here, any of these brands, they're all private label. So that's how they kind of get around the competition from other supermarkets. That's for one. But when you look at these prices and these prices, you'll certainly find Aldi to be 50, 60, 70% cheaper. So of course, that's where you draw the line. You kind of have your two socioeconomic classes, and your higher or upper socioeconomic class will shop at a place like Trader Joe's. You know, you got a very quirky, very kind of quirky scene going on here. The vibe, and you can just tell by the beers they sell here. A lot of them are likewise private label. A lot of the wines are private label. And see, there you go. There are some known brands here and there, but very, see, good libations. So you got this quirky vibe of this store, whereas you got that vibe of a working class kind of Aldi, you know, your working class mom and dad. Trader Joe's tend to close a little bit early. So, of course, because, you know, the upper middle class or upper socioeconomic classes, they don't work as late. They don't work, you know, although they probably, most of them don't get out of the office until 7 or 8, but generally you kind of assume that, you know, the lower socioeconomic classes are going to be working 2 jobs. They're going to be working really late, so by the time they get out of work, it'll be maybe 9, 10. And an Aldi is open until 11, so they can still do their grocery shopping. But this was the whole strategy. So the only thing that divided the 2 brothers was tobacco. One said, why not, let's sell tobacco. The other one said no. He didn't think it was healthy, and that was the split. But that happened maybe in the 70s or the 80s, where Aldi wasn't as international back then. But now I think Aldi, as a supermarket, and of course owner of Trader Joe's, is the largest supermarket business in the entire world. So you'll go to countries, you'll definitely see Aldi. You're probably not going to see Trader Joe's unless you maybe go into English-speaking countries. But you'll certainly see probably another brand of Aldi, which will cater to the upper socioeconomic class. You see like the cash registers here and the folks operating them. Very, 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 very quirky scene kind of going on here. Hey, how are you? Very laughy, happy-go-lucky, and very nice in general. So yeah, I'm getting some strange looks. Very, we're being too quirky maybe. But you have these really lovely bags you can shop with. Look at this, and it's all private label too. See, Trader Joe's, Pasadena, California. August 1967. You have these really, really well-made canvas bags who are going to last forever. So yeah, very, very nice scene. Thank you very much for joining me again. And yeah, a very... Oh wow, these bags, I might actually get one myself. So yeah, this is the scene at a typical Trader Joe's in Chicagoland area. And thank you very much. We're going to continue on our journey. So yeah, here we go. A portion of Aldi right here at Trader Joe's. So yeah, guys, still nothing happening. So we're going to continue. We are going to continue. Perhaps do a world tour. So we might go over to Whole Foods as well. Let's have a look. There's something here. All right, so yeah, certainly Whole Foods is going to be a bit of a different kettle of fish altogether. Because it happens to be it happens to be a subsidiary